Alright guys, and welcome back to the Saints View, the channel for something content. I know we said we're going to have a break over the international break, but I missed you guys after just one day. But in all seriousness, as you can tell by the title of this video, it's something we really need to discuss because, you know, it's what we've been waiting for really for the last 2, maybe even 3 months now. And that is, of course, the departure of Mario Lemina. He has gone to Galatasaray of all clubs for a season-long loan. I believe there's an option to buy. It's not just him who's gone as well. There have been a couple of those fringe players gone this week on their respective loan deals. No transfers that are permanent, which I guess you had to expect coming to the last week of the European transfer window. We were just never going to get transfer fees for these players. But they're off the wage bill. They're out of our hands for the season ahead. Yeah, it is positive. But I think that obviously the biggest one is Lemina. So let's talk about him and reflect on a bit of a saga throughout this summer, it has to be said. Threw his toys out of the pram at the beginning of the summer, and he didn't really justify it, in my opinion, because, you know, 2 seasons, I don't know how many appearances he's made, but he had that injury last year. He's never been consistently a standout player. I think he's a good player all round. When he's on his game, he's incredible, and I do think we could have done with him this season, but there was no way after what he did that he was getting back into the squad. His attitude just stunk and he had to go. I mean, the fact that it's a loan deal potentially means that he's got to look in at Southampton next season, but I cannot see him ever playing for us ever again. He wanted a big move to Manchester United or Arsenal. It's still a big club. I mean, it's not the move he wanted, but it's still a big club. I think the club, in terms of our side, have done well actually to just get him off anywhere. He could literally go anywhere, but he's signed for the Turkish champions. You know, it's not a small club at all, but it's just not the move that he would have wanted, no doubt. So he's gotten what he deserves, really. Obviously, I'm not going to be bitter about it because it's not like we've lost our best ever player. Yeah, I wish him all the best for the season, for the future. If he's gone next year, we'll see. But yeah, there was no way he could play after what happened. And then the next couple of players we also hoped for in terms of their departures. We weren't sure whether they were going to go through or where they were even going to go. But let's start with Guido Carrillo. Didn't see him at all through pre-season. He's gone back to Leganes to play under Pellegrino. He spent last season there and he's gone back for another season. We thought he was going to go to Boca Juniors on a permanent transfer. That has not happened. So he's back in the Liga for a season with Leganes. So we'll see what happens with him. Obviously, wish him all the best. The fact that he's still our player, though, I still think that something's not right with all of this. I mean, there was nothing we could do. I think we just had to get rid of them in some way, whether it was a loan and sort of reflect on the situation next summer. But our problem now is this is going to be an ongoing problem. We're going to have to make up for the mistakes of Les Reed and the previous hierarchy for the next couple of summers now, because, you know, we can't get these big money players off our books when we know they're not good enough, and no one wants to play a bad player 50, 60, even 70 grand a week. It's just not sustainable. And then Wesley Hoedt today has joined Antwerp in the Belgian Pro League for another season on loan with an option to buy. Yeah, good move for him. He'll get regular football, I'd imagine. He did have a bit of a look in pre-season though, and I was a bit surprised that in the end, after giving him a chance through pre-season, he didn't actually get any space on the bench at all for our sort of beginning of the season. He was just out of it completely, but he played. I don't really understand, but he's gone as well. I'd imagine he'll be gone next summer because, well, he's been treated very, very poorly by our fan base. I mean, some of the criticism has been deserved. The level of the criticism, some of it not so much. So, yeah, wish him all the best. You have to in this situation. And the last loan deal is actually Jake Hesketh. Now, we kind of forgot about him. No looking for him through pre-season. I do believe he's still got a bit of an injury problem. But the way he was treated last season was pretty poor. The fact that he went to a League One side in Burton Albion up until January, we refused to renew his loan deal for the rest of the season. And then he had to step down a league to MK Dons in League 2 for the rest of the season. Got them promoted, but yeah, very, very poorly treated. Now he's gone off to Lincoln, another League One side for the season. So all the best to him. I really hope he can do well. It's a good team to be part of. it seems. Hopefully he can get a good couple of goals. Maybe score at Fratton Park again, who knows. But like I say, I think with these bigger name players, it's just a case of we are going to be suffering for the next couple of windows. You know, I think our transfer business, yeah, it will suffer because we have to get rid of these players on permanent deals to raise the funds we want to invest in new players, and clubs just aren't going to want to buy. I mean, there are options to buy now. I mean, it's not going to be the fees that really we value these players at, but it'll be something if they go for the options. But we really have shot ourselves in the foot, I think. Not the fact that we've loaned these players out, because I don't think there was anything else the current board could do. I think Ross Wilson, actually, to get all these players out, has done a fantastic job that won't be given the credit that it deserves. But, you know, the previous hierarchy, mainly Les Reed, let's be honest, getting these players in the first place, just not good enough at all. And we'll suffer. We will suffer the next, I think, 2 summers. Honestly, I think this will be going on for the next 2, maybe even 3 summers. So that's what, 4, 5, maybe 6 transfer windows. Yeah, we are gonna have problems, but we knew that going into this summer. They're gone, these players, which is good. We've trimmed the squad, so it's all over. We can sort of look back. We know who's going to play for us. I think these players wouldn't have played anyway, to be honest, even if they hadn't gotten their moves. So it's good for the short-term January window. Looks a bit more promising now in terms of the funds that might be available to Ralph Hasenhuttl. So yeah, I'm encouraged. Obviously, it could have been better. They could have gone on permanent deals, but I don't think the board could have done anything. So thanks for watching, guys. Do let us know in the comment section below your thoughts on these moves and the transfer window as a whole. Were we right to get rid of these players on loan deals? I mean, went to the deadline, so there was no way we were going to sell any of them. Share your thoughts with us. Like the video if you have enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. And we'll see you after the international break, guys. I really appreciate your support over the last 2 months. As I said, on Twitter, on Instagram. I think I said it in my match review as well for Man United game. We're going to take a little break. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. So take it easy, guys.